Good morning. Ira Epstein with your Morning Flash Update, and this update is for Wednesday, the 19th of March, 2025. We're sitting here today looking at Fed Day, and we've seen the Bank of Japan. So let's take a look at what we have here first. You had the mortgage market numbers come out, and they were nothing like last time. Their index itself was down 6.2%. Remember, it soared in the last report. The purchase index, well, that did a little better, up a tenth, but then the refi was down. So it's almost as though the markets come down in the 10-year note. Everybody's watching. There's a pent-up demand. We know that. We saw that with yesterday's housing starts and permits. So that's there. We'll see what this does. At 1 today is the big day. We get the Federal Reserve policy statement at 1:30. Fed Chair Powell will hold his news conference. I expect nothing, but I expect the trade community and the analysts to pour through the dot plot. The Bank of Japan held interest rates steady, as expected. They are looking, if you saw the notes, and I paid attention to it, Remember, I get up in the crazy hours. And Governor Ueda made it very clear with what he said. Tariffs, the umbrella union groups, the negotiations are going well, but they'll want to see where they come. And basically, you're getting a bit of an increase in inflation. What everyone's going to look at is the trade surplus that Japan has with the U.S., because the U.S. is definitely looking at that. Now, Ueda is correct in saying they're concerned about what the tariff wars are going to look like. So that's where you're at in the market. So when we look at the marketplace today, you can see the stock indices up a little bit. Gold went up to the 30.52 area and has since pulled back to only a $2 gain. Silver's actually lower. Copper continues up on hopes of, number one, China doing better, but number two, as we get closer and closer to the tariff wars, does copper, the scrap imports that we bring in, things of that nature, do they get impacted? In the energy markets, it's flat. You try to rally this morning in the nat gas, got up near the 420 area, have since slipped back, but still a gain on the day. I would expect bonds and notes to just meander. You're getting a nice little bid right now in the Mexican peso. The yen down 29 as the the Bank of Japan did not raise interest rates. So the market's looking at that as a negative, and you're just flip-flopping back and forth in the other markets as we go. But it's overall today a day of short covering in the dollar, where it's getting a bid, and so far it's holding very, very firm. Grain markets are all over the board, but basically stable as traders are looking for clues. What is the farmer planting? Where's the shift between corn and soybeans? How's that's going to go? And of course, you've got to worry a lot about what the tariff wars mean and how this all gets impacted. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. I'll catch up with you all at the end of the day. I'm hoping today that after I see the Fed decision in the dot plot to do a special report on something. I'll decide what that is once I see what it all comes about. But don't be surprised if I say I've got a special report for you, and you'll take a look at it on the website. You take care.